Shalom, everyone. Shalom. As some say, shalom, shalom. Hello, hello. I pray that you all are doing excellent. I'm out here at the lake and it feels so amazing. I'm just trying to soak up this last little bit of warmness, even though it's fall. I'm just trying to soak it all up. And so I just found this book for 25 cents, and it's called Life Lessons for Women: 7 Essential Ingredients for a Balanced Life. And I wanted to share, I just wanted to read to y'all today. So I want you to let's have a story time. I want y'all to relax. I want you to grab you something to drink. And I just want to read to y'all today. And because I just, I got the book and I just opened it, and it opened to life lesson number 4. And so I just wanted to read to you today, and while you relax, put your feet up, stop doing the laundry, and grab you some tea or something. So lesson number 4 is cultivate a nurturing voice. And a little side note says, perfectionism is the voice of the oppressor, the enemy of the people. It will keep you cramped and insane your whole life. And I feel like this is just very important, especially in today's society where everything just has to be perfect. You see, okay, I don't know, someone's pulling up. So you see everyone's perfect house. You see everyone's perfect lifestyle, everyone's perfect marriage. Everyone has just this perfect life. And if you're not careful, you can get caught up in this whirlwind of perfection, and you could not be grateful for the things that God has given you, things that God has blessed you with, and all the goodness and greatness. And just life alone is great. Life alone is just a treasure. It's something to be valued. And I think social media and TV and all of that has just clouded our mind from just the old ways. And it's interesting that this would come about, because I remember just talking to my son last night, and I think I was talking to my dad before I was talking to my son. We were just talking about the world and just some things, just having like deep conversations. Me and my dad like to have these deep conversations, and I really love it. But I was just talking to my son and or my dad, I can't remember which one it was, but it's just been on my mind here lately to get back to the basics. Get back to the basics of life. Get back to the old ways of living. So I grew up with my grandmother, so I'm very much what they call old-fashioned, or old soul, or very mature. And so the old ways is it's not foreign to me at all. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's what I'm striving for. There we go. It's what I'm striving for. And so it was my son. I was talking to my son about homesteading and just going back to the basics, because let's be real. I know yesterday alone, I saw articles that was saying about the collapse. I saw articles saying that I want to say the sky is falling. That's what it feels like. Talking about the world collapse, talking about a food shortage, talking about illnesses surfacing, new illnesses surfacing, talking about flus and the other stuff. And it just made me think about, oh my God, what is that crawling over there? As long as that, whatever that is, stay over there, then I'm good. But just talking about, y'all, I don't know what, hold on. I don't know what this is. Okay. I'm at the water, so there's, and it's moving fast. Honey, stay over there. I don't want to kill you. Stay over there. Detour, go the other way. But you see all these articles, and I don't watch the news, but certain family members and certain friends, we have like things that we send to each other, end times, Bible scriptures. But you're seeing all this about the wars, you're seeing all this about and I hope that I'm not rambling. Y'all, I'm gonna have to kill whatever this is that's crawling over here. Hold on. Okay, I didn't kill it, but I detoured it to another direction. But just all these things, and how today we have gotten so spoiled with fast, easy convenience, and we have literally gotten away from the old ways, and a lot of us are seeking the Pinterest house, just the perfect house and the perfect spouse and the perfect this and the perfect that. But it just had me reflecting on just going back to the basics and going back to the old way of living. And just reading that made me think of it. But let me just read. Let's see what it's saying. One essential aspect of self-nurturing is to cultivate a compassionate attitude toward yourself. Okay. Women tend to be critical and hard on themselves when this is the last thing they need. What you really need is a more positive, loving attitude toward yourself. Unfortunately, most women are experts at supporting and being understanding of other people, but when it comes to themselves, they fail miserably. Absolutely, hands down, 100% correct. Everyone has an inner critic sitting on their shoulder, watching and judging their every move. Do any of these phrases sound familiar? You look old, even your earlobes have wrinkles. Okay? If your head weren't attached, you probably forget that too. Try as you might, you are never going to amount to anything. The sad truth is most women continually have this kind of running dialogue with themselves. And it says, have you ever noticed that no matter what you do, your critic is never satisfied? Nothing you do seems to please her, which is talking about your inner self, or more importantly, gets her to shut up? Would you want a friend who was constantly critical of you, blame you for everything that went wrong, put you down no matter what you did, kept a running tally of all your failures, and beat you up for even the smallest mistake? Not if she were the last person alive, and yet you repeatedly give into this tyrant. Absolutely. So just going back to what I said about just being critical of yourself, this life of perfection, and how, so many people have lost themselves. So many of us have lost ourselves by comparing yourself to another woman, comparing your relationships to somebody else's, instead of focusing on what God has placed in your hands, and I feel like we need to just get back to the basics, get back to being you, get back to one of the things and I'll have a video coming up maybe later on in this week, but even down to the way that you dress, the way that you style your hair, your fragrance. If you like dresses, you love the way you look in dresses, wear your dresses. I don't care if no one else around you will wear it. If that's what you like, if that is you, then do you. Wear it. If you like your hair a certain way, wear your hair that way. Do what is going to make you happy. Pour back into yourself. And just, going back to simplicity. And what I mean by that is that you're gonna wear yourself out trying to be someone else, trying to live a lifestyle that is not you, trying to keep up with them, they, and her. You are going to wear yourself out miserably. And so I just growing up with my grandmother, I just remember just how simple things was, like just taking whatever she had and just creating these very delicious, nutritious meals. It wasn't no comparing what she made to a gourmet Gordon Ramsay it was just, she took what she had, she made do, she fed us, and it was absolutely amazing. And it was just made with so much love, and it was just really, really good. And I think we need to get back to the basics. We really do. That being, like they said here, being less critical of yourself, getting back to you, finding you, rediscovering you, whether you've lost you in your relationship, whether you've lost you in your marriage, whether you've lost you as being a mother, which is very, very hard to do, which I am guilty myself, whether you have lost you being a caregiver. Get back to what you love. Get back to the things that bring you joy, because I genuinely feel like society is going to be lost with all these things that are about to happen. And if you're trying to be like someone else, and you're I don't know, doing something that you don't even enjoy, when you really enjoy gardening, and when you could be cultivating and elevating your skills, but you're busy trying to hang out with them and do what they do. I just feel like we're gonna be a mess. We are going to be a mess. And so I'm saying, if you're the woman that you like vintage clothes, which I do, wear it. If you're the woman that likes to take a stroll in the garden, or likes to get your hands dirty, you like the old ways, then by all means do it, because Babylon is falling. And those old ways, those old basic ways that our grandparents and our great grandparents, the things that they did, we're gonna need those skills. We're gonna need those skills. In that moment, you're not gonna have a Pinterest or to get on Facebook and see how Susie is doing it, or how John and Jake and how Roscoe and everybody is doing it. You're gonna have to know these things for yourself. And I don't know if this was a ramble. I don't know if it's, but I just feel like this whole perfectionism is the voice of a oppressor. Perfectionism is the voice of the oppressor, the enemy of the people. It will keep you cramped and insane your whole life. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if we're worried about everybody else's life, then you're definitely going to be miserable your whole life. So getting back to the basics, getting back to yourself, getting back to the basics is also looking at the old ways of living and learning the old skills, things that they did during the Great Depression and all this. So what am I saying here? I'm saying that you're gonna need to be you. You're gonna need to be you in the time that is coming ahead. In this ever-changing world that we live in, you're gonna need to be you. You're gonna need to be confident in you. You're gonna need to be confident in your relationship, and most definitely you're gonna have to have the faith, the strength, and to be confident that God is gonna see us through this mess that's coming down the pipeline. So I pray that you ladies find something interesting in this of, just getting back to the basics, the way of living, basic way of living, and being yourself. I will see you guys in the next video.